Uh-oh. Shit.
So you finally decided to show your true colors. How disappointing.
We should have killed them both when we had the chance.
Perhaps. You know, after you killed the King of Tyrus, I thought you might have some potential. Given time, we might have properly welcomed you into our ranks. You would have been the first human among us.
Well, I'm glad we have disappointed you. I don't work with murderers.
No, you seemed more than happy to kill King Tyrus when it suited you. Banned him alive in the middle of his own camp, if I recall.
Magnet Thatcher is innocent. You lied to them.
Lied? I told your friend here that King Tyrus was an invader to our lands. Last time I checked, that was the truth.
Maybe, but you conveniently missed out the part about trying to summon the Dark Lord.
Ah, I see you have been led astray. You think we are the evil ones, but our cause is a true one. You think we are murderers, but we are in fact saviors. You think that you're the hero of this story, but you are not.
You're mad.
Let me deal with them, my lord. They've caused us enough trouble. They may still be of use to us. Lock them away for now. Give them time to think on their choices. As you wish.
That's enough, Lord Highworth. Let them go.
Brave of you to come here, Irene, but foolish. We have you outnumbered.
Don't be so sure. We fight with the strength of 10 of your warriors.
Perhaps, but I don't believe you are the type to throw lives away without need. Instead, why don't we discuss this like reasonable people?
We don't have anything to discuss with you, you Zamarakian scum.
Zamarakian? You don't really think we support that monster, do you? I'm afraid to say you're quite mistaken.
Don't you try to manipulate us with your lies. We know all about your plot with King Lathis to summon the Dark Lord.
That. Well, now that King Lathis is dead, I suppose there's no better time to reveal the truth. It was just a ruse, I'm afraid. A lie we told King Lathis to get him on our side. What are you on about? We needed access to West Adun, so we needed the support of the king. Once we found out about his hidden worship of Zamorak, it seemed like an obvious lie to tell. I have no more love for Zamorak than you do. I have only served one god. The same one as you, Seren.
You're lying. You wanted us to the Temple of Light to summon Zamorak.
I can see why you think that, but you are mistaken. You're right to say the temple is a key to summoning a god, but the god is not Zamorak. It is Seren.
That's impossible. Seren is dead.
I thought the same once. That was until I managed to break one of the seals within the Grand Library. That is how I discovered the truth. A part of Seren lives on, trapped within the Temple of Right.
I don't believe you.
A shame. You are better than this, Irene. I hope in time that you will see.
What should we do with them, my lord?
Let them go. Let it be known that Eowth clan is not without mercy.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, but make no mistake, Irene. If you and your rebels interfere with their affairs again, I will not be so forgiving. Now, I suggest you leave before I change my mind.
This isn't over. So he's just letting us go.
This is a bad idea. Don't be so sure. They may not know it yet, but the rebels could be of great use to us.
I bet he's tricking us for us to release Zamorak. I bet that's what's going to happen. Ah, Magna Thatcher, there you are. We thought it best to let you rest for a bit after everything that happened earlier.
Thanks, Owen. I definitely needed it. And thank you for saving us back there. I don't know what we'd have done if you hadn't shown up.
I suspect you wouldn't have been around to have this conversation. You've played a dangerous game in Ardoon. I fear you may not have considered the outcome of that.
People were dying, Owen. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't do nothing.
Of course not. But we have no idea how Lord Eowth will respond to this. The things he said when we freed you were concerning.
You can say that again. What do you think he meant by it all?
I'm not sure. It's something we should discuss with the others. Could you do me a favour and fetch Iswagan? He's probably on the upper platforms. You should bring your friend Elena as well. I'm not sure where she is, I'm afraid. Iskewin might know though.
Okay, I'll be back soon. Okay. The plot thickens. Okay, so Iskewin. I can't tell you're supposed to say any of these bloody words. Why is there always a random event? Hello there, laddie. I've just dug up an old treasure chest of mine. Problem is, these old ants of mine aren't useful as they used to be. And the lock on these chests is a little bit too fiddly for old Captain Aranarv. Could you help me out? Yes. Yes, I know. I know how to play this game. Which one's the bowl? Which one's the bar? Which one's the ring? Wow, 125 gold. Brilliant. Are you wise Guywan? Are you a wise Guywan? I am. What of it, human? Arwen has called a meeting. He asked me to come fetch you. I see. Now that I meant to follow the orders of a human. It wasn't an order, it was just... Make no mistake, human. You may have Arwen and the others fooled, but I know what you are. I don't know what you mean. You're a menace. You claim you're here to help, but everywhere you go you leave a trail of bodies behind. Anyway, I'll come to this meeting. I'm in no place to deny Arwen. Just stay out of my way from here on out. Fine, but before you go, do you know where Elena is? The other human? I think she's by the pond to the southwest. I feel excuse me. Iscoin leaves for the meeting. Well, he was nice. That's sarcasm, innit? That's a nice shaped building. Pond. Hey, Elena.
Hey, Magnet Thatcher.
So how are you doing, Elena?
I'm okay. So much has happened so fast. It's a lot to take in.
It is. I'm here if you need me for anything, though.
Thanks, that means a lot. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something.
Go ahead. Fuck me. No. The people of Ardoon, the elves here.
You've spent a lot of time helping them. Why? What drives you, Magnet Thatcher?
I care about helping people? No. People reward me for helping them? No, they haven't so far in this quest. I need to fix my mistakes? Nah, I'm perfect. It's my duty to help people? Nah, that's bollocks. I don't know. I'm not so sure.
Not something you've had to think about, I guess. It's worth considering, though. We should all have something to drive us. Anyway, was there something you needed?
Owen has called a meeting. He'd like you to attend.
I'd better head over there, then.
Probably should have got all those dialogue trees. Oh well.
Right, now that we're all here, let's get started. So as I'm sure all have heard, King Lathas of Ardoon is dead. He was overthrown by his subjects and executed soon afterwards. That's not all, though. The mourners of West Ardoon have been driven out of the city. Lord Eowth no longer has any presence in Ardoon.
Let's not ignore the obvious, Arwen. Our supposed ally, Magnet Thatcher, helped lead the uprising. His actions may have well endangered us all.
But surely this is a good thing. With Ardoon lost to him, Lord Eowth no longer has access to the Temple of Light.
Without that, he has no way to summon the Dark Lord, aka Tony Blair. The temple was already secure. All this uprising has achieved is to anger the enemy.
You say that like
It's a bad thing, Iscoin. Last time I checked, we didn't care about the upsetting our foe. I care about keeping our people alive, Islwyn.
And what about our people? While you sat here in your secure little village, we took action. We saved lives. But I guess you're too selfish to care about us.
Selfish? How dare you? You know nothing of the plight of the elves, girl. You do well to keep your mouth shut.
That's enough, Islwyn. We can debate what's happened for days and still reach no conclusion. That is not why I called you all here. Instead, we need to plan what happens next. Now, while freeing Magna Thatcher and Elena from the Lord Earwith camp, we were confronted by Lord Earwith. He could have killed us all, but he let us go. He let you go, but why? His reasoning was disturbing. For a long time, we believed that Lord Earwith has been trying to summon Zamorak, the Dark Lord. However, he claimed otherwise. But if not Zamorak, then who? Seren. Seren? But that's impossible. Seren is gone. He seems to think otherwise. He claimed that a part of Seren still lives, trapped within the Temple of Light. Apparently, he discovered this by breaking one of the 9 seals within the Grand Library.
It's impossible. He must be lying.
Sorry, but I don't understand what you mean by all of this. Who's Seren? What library? Seren was our goddess, our guardian, and our teacher. Everything we have, we owe to her. She helped us build the great city of Brifidinas, a place where all elves could live in harmony. At the end of the God Wars, the gods are banished from this world. Seren didn't want us to leave us, though. She couldn't. She shattered herself into thousands of crystals. Those crystals are all we have left of her now. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. As for the Grand Library, it was a great archive of knowledge beneath Brifidinas. Pretty much everything there was open to all of Elvenkind. There was an exception to that, though. The 9 seals of Seren. The seals guarded the forbidden knowledge that which only Seren herself could access.
And Lord Earwith managed to break one of those seals?
So he claims.
Is there any way we can check? No, Brifidinas was lost to us. When Lord Earwith first took control of the city, my grandfather, BAXTORIAN, led an army to try and stop them. When that failed, BAXTORIAN and the other clan elders made one final-ditch attempt to save Brifidinas. They sang the Song of Inversion to revert the entire city into a crystal seed.
Their plan worked, and the city was lost to Lord Earwith. However, it was lost to the rest of us as well, the Grand Library with it.
What happened to BAXTORIAN? While he was fighting Lord Earwith, invaders took control of our kingdom to the east. They kidnapped Glariel, BAXTORIAN's wife. Unable to find her, he sealed himself beneath the waterfall where they lived, never to be seen again. BAXTORIAN was the king of the elves back then? Do you think he had access to the forbidden knowledge? It's not impossible, I suppose. If anyone, it would have been him. BAXTORIAN was closer to Seren than any other elf. It's one of the reasons he was chosen to become king. BAXTORIAN is gone, though. Even if he knew something, he can't help us now. Don't be so sure. I never knew my grandfather, but my mother always told me that he wasn't the type for taking chances. If he knew something important, he'd have made sure it wouldn't have been lost with him.
We can't possibly make a plan without knowing Lord Earwith's intentions. While unlikely to be true, this stuff about the library is all we have to go on. If BAXTORIAN left behind anything that could help us, we should try to find it. And BAXTORIAN get everything of importance to him at his home within BAXTORIAN Falls. If we're going to find anything, it's probably there. Magna Thatcher, you've been to BAXTORIAN Falls multiple times. You're the best person to take the lead on this.
You must trust the human with this!
Let your pride, Islwyn. Magna Thatcher's proven his worth to us. I'd like to accompany you with this, Magna Thatcher. It might be useful to have an elf with you.
Sounds good to me. Before her death, my mother passed down a book to me. It was written by my grandfather for his wife. You should take it with you. It might contain something of use. Thank you, Islwyn. While we're gone, the rest of you should focus on Lord Earwith. See if you can get any idea on what's planning how he's lost Ardoon. Just be careful.
We always are. Good luck to you both.
And you. Let's get started.
Okay. Thank you for agreeing to help us, Magna Thatcher. We owe a lot to you, even if some of us don't show it very well.
You mean Islwyn? He is a bit rude. Try not to be too judgmental. Islwyn's husband was killed. Oh, that's a woman? Alright. I'm doing a fucking voice.
Or is it gay elf? Or all gay elf, gay elf. Go with gay elf. One of Lord Iorwerth's henchmen. Escuin's never really been the same since. I've met Esselit. He was one of the charge of the mourners in West Ardoon. He's a nasty piece of work. If you try hard enough, you can find something redeemable about most elves, even those that serve Lord Iorwerth. But Esselit, he seems to take joy in the suffering of others, especially those unable to defend themselves. Enough about him, though. We need to focus on BAXTORIAN Falls. I suggest we travel separately. We can't be too careful at the moment. Makes sense. Will you be okay getting there on your own? I'm no expert on your lands, but I should be fine. I just have a few things together before I depart. In that case, I'll meet you there. Okay. What an annoying... let's just double check the... So we need a nature rune. Is this irit leaf or a flower? Rope. Adamant chain body. Black knife. Okay. Games necklace. Well, let's get my graceful as well. Teleport crystal. I think it's just my inventory. Inventory. Worth. Okay, so we go south here, right?
Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that water, man. Fucking look at the graphics on that stuff. Whoa. Better than Halo 3. Okay. Used it up. Where are they called? Oh, they're not even aggressive. You think fire demons look like the devil in South Park? Hello there, Magna Thatcher. Glad to see you made it here okay. You as well, Iowyn. I must say, it feels strange to be back here, especially after all of this time. You've been here before? A long time ago. I was one of the elves born in BAXTORIAN's new kingdom. My family were close relations of BAXTORIAN. He invited us here a few times. Those were simpler times, happier times. After BAXTORIAN left to try and retake Prifidinus, my parents were among those who joined him. They never returned. I was still just a child at the time, alone and afraid. I'm sorry to hear that, Anwin. This war has taken so much from my people and from yours. I'd give anything to see that peace, anything to finally see Prifidinus with my own eyes. Sorry, now's not the time for this. We need to see if BAXTORIAN left anything for us behind. Here's what that book that Islwyn gave us. Hopefully it has something of use in it. Give us the book. Do you believe that Lord Eowith said about Seren? To be honest, I really don't know. It seems impossible, and yet... No, it's just me being wishful. He's lying, he has to be. Wishful? By the time I was born, Seren was already gone from this world. All I know of her is the stories of my parents told me. You wish you could have met her? I do, but that doesn't mean I should fall for the lies of Lord Eowith. Seren is gone. Nothing can bring her back. Do you think we'll find anything to help us here? I won't lie, we're clutching straws here. We have nothing else to go on though, so we have to try. BAXTORIAN was once king of the elves. Anything he left behind might be of use. Let's crack on. What does this book say? What care I for this mortal coil, where treasures are yet so frail? For it is you that is my lifeblood, the wine to my holy grail. And if I see the judgment day, when God fills the air with dust, I'll happily choke on your memory, as my kingdom turns to rust. That all my love is turned to ash, and my dreams are all but gone. My actions must not be too brash, for you may yet live on. So my grief and pain for now is sealed, beneath the waters that we used to love, until new hope at last is revealed, a new return from the world above. So fate would have us united, then there be 6 aspects desired, and my faith will be reborn, once they have all been acquired. So with these items claimed, seek out my plighted embrace, for there you'll be compelled to find them their rightful place. First you'll need to bring the rune, that sees our world bloom, the next one you'll find is grown, from the seed of the tomb. With them you must place a knife, that darkness has claimed, and in defiance of the chaotic lord, place the liquid he has named. Next you must seek a chain that will not compromise, bring lastly that which is green, and most humans despise. With these items in your hands, the key to your love is near. Place them in their chosen spot, and your true desire will appear. Okay, so he's talking about, so the rune, the nature rune, that sees our world bloom. The next one you'll find is grown from the seed of the tomb. Seed of the tomb. Don't know. With them, you must place a knife. Yes, that's the black one. Finds the chaotic lord. The liquids, that's Zamarokian wine. Next, you must seek a chain that will not compromise. Adamant chain body. That which is green that most humans despise. So I guess that's cabbage. That's not true. Fucking, I live in Japan, right? Oh, they love cabbage. I love cabbage. Cabbage is great. Okay. What? I am not opposite the second. I am the sixth. No! Ah! I ate the cabbage! I ate the cabbage! Oh, God. That is so annoying. I've got this far without making a massive fuck up, and I managed to do it every time I try and do a quest. Happens at least once a quest. I will make a serious mess up like that. I think I've got a spare. Yes. Let's take 2 just in case I eat one again. I don't want to be there. Oh, I've done it again. I fucked up. Always read the quest guide. Gonna have to buy a new knife.
Did I fuck up the adamant body as well? Northwest pillar, black. There we go. East pillar, nature room. Northeast, wire of Samurai. Whoa!
Gladia, who are you?
I'm Magnet Thatcher and this is Erwin.
Erwin, I remember that name. You grew up in my kingdom. I'm sorry about your family.
Don't be, your majesty.
I appreciate the sentiment, but please, I am no king anymore. Now I must ask Gladiel, is there any news?
I'm sorry, but she's gone.
I see. It was always a lot to hope for.
If it's any consolation, Magnet Thatcher moved her remains here to be closer to you.
That means a lot. Thank you. It is good to see that some humans still see elves as friends.
If you'll need time.
No, I feel I've spent long enough here.
Then I can take you back to Laletta. Your grandson Islwyn is there.
Grandson? Sir Erlis had a child. Does she still live as well?
I'm afraid not. I'm sorry.
No, father should outlive their child. Forgive me, Erlis. Please let us leave now. There's too much sadness for me here. Too much pain. Once we arrive, you must tell me everything that has happened in my absence.
Very well. I will teleport us back to Lalita. You'll have to make your own way back, I'm afraid, Magnet Thatcher. No problem. Good job I charged me crystal.